Today we're going to make panna cotta, so don't let the name of it sound intimidating to you. It's really very easy to make. We're going to start with 2 cups of whole cream. We're going to start with 1 cup of half and half, half milk, half cream, some ice water, some gelatin, some lemon thyme, strawberries with sugar, and this is going to be an amazing topping on top of our almond panna cotta. I have some almond extract right here, and I have sugar, and let's get ready to go. So the first thing I'm going to do is turn the heat on to my strawberries, and I want the sugar and the strawberries to come together and macerate really well. I have some lemon thyme here, which is going to give it a really vibrant, fresh flavor to the strawberries. So to get all of the little petals off, all I have to do is just very gently peel down the stalks of the herbs, just like this. And they all fall in. There you go. First thing I want to do is get 2 tablespoons of ice cold water and put it in a bowl. And this is for my gelatin to bloom. So what I do is with the cold water, I let the gelatin just get sprinkled over like this. Don't mix it, don't touch it. It's got to settle, and this is what's going to give the panna cotta its nice firm shape. In another pan over here, I'm going to turn the heat on to medium high, and I want to pour 2 cups of heavy cream right into the pan. And 1 cup of half and half, which is half cream, half milk. There we go. All right. To this, I want to add a 1/3 cup of sugar, and I'm using raw organic sugar. And I want to whisk it together. At this point, I'm also going to add in just a 1/4 teaspoon of almond extract. It's just, it's amazing, it's intoxicating, and it doesn't take much. So 1/4 teaspoon goes into my creams. We're gonna let this go at a medium heat, whisking frequently until it starts to come to a boil. Come on in. Okay, so the heavy cream and the half and half have come to a boil. Just barely, it just started to boil. And I don't want it to get too far along because I don't want it to burn. So I turn the heat off, put it on the colder part of the stove, and now I want to take our gelatin that we let bloom earlier and just put it into this hot mixture and mix it all together really well. It's gonna sheet off like this. So in order to make a really smooth panna cotta, you've got to really work the gelatin. So you just keep whisking and whisking. And in just a few seconds of whisking, the gelatin is really, really well blended into the cream mixture. So now what I do is take just a small measuring cup, and I want to divide this into my little dessert dishes. So I have 4 dessert dishes right here. There we go. So I'm going to take, this is a 1/3 cup measuring cup, and I'm just going to divide it evenly among the dishes. So I have 4 dessert cups right here that are equally as full with the panna cotta mixture. And this actually has to sit in the refrigerator for about 4 hours till it gets like nice and firm and chilled, which is gonna be perfect timing to have like later on tonight after dinner. The strawberries, on the other hand, have all cooked down really well. This was maybe a cup of strawberries. I used frozen with a 1/4 cup of sugar and the lemon thyme and just a pinch of salt. So what I wanna do is make a coulis for my panna cotta. So I'm going to use my immersion blender right here and very gently buzz it until it's turned into a slurry. So as the strawberries cool off, they're going to thicken up a little bit due to the natural pectin that's in the fruit. Okay? So we're going to check back in about 4 hours. We're going to unmold the panna cottas. We're going to put our strawberry coulis over it, and then we're going to dive right into decadence. Okay, stay tuned. 4 hours have passed since we put our panna cotta and our strawberry coulis in the refrigerator. So now it's time to unmold it. So what I'm going to do first is take a spoonful of our strawberry coulis right here. I'm just going to put it in the center of the plate. Make a nice little bed for the panna cotta to rest on. So I want the base a little bit larger than the size of the panna cotta. Beautiful. From here, I'm going to take a pot of hot water, not boiling, just hot water from the tap is fine. And I'm gonna dunk the ramekin into the water just for a minute. And this is gonna loosen up the sides of the panna cotta so it slides out really, really easily. After the ramekin is set in the warm water for just a few seconds, I wanna take a knife with a smooth edge and just go right into the sides of the panna cotta to loosen it from the sides of the bowl. I'm going to go all the way around. All right. Now the moment of truth. Will it unmold? Boom. There we go. Look at that. And sometimes it takes a little convincing and a little coaxing to get out. So I'm going to put one more little dollop on top of the panna cotta, just like that, and garnish it with some of the fresh lemon thyme that we used to make the strawberry coulis. So there you go. This is a lovely, elegant dessert that you can make really, really easily at home. It looks fancy, it sounds fancy, and it's found at most Michelin-starred restaurants. You can make this in your own kitchen, no problem, just like we did here at Kitchen Bravo. So find me on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Pinterest for any questions, more recipes, and a whole lot of decadence. Almond panna cotta with strawberry lemon thyme coulis. That is definitely a showstopper.